Hi, I'm Ruben Saltzman with Structure Tech Home Inspections, and today I'm going to share with you my review of the Fenix HM71R headlamp. So I'm super excited to get my hands on this headlamp. This is really similar to Fenix's HM61R headlamp, but it's upgraded. It has a bigger battery and a more powerful light. Here's the difference. The older style has a battery, it's the 18650 battery. It's a 3500 milliamp hour battery, but with this new headlamp, the HM71R, they've upgraded it to the newer, bigger, improved 21700 battery. This is a 5000 milliamp hour battery, so it gives you longer life, lets you have a more powerful bulb, all that fun stuff. So with that comes a little bit thicker light. The light itself is a little bit bigger than the other one was. And what's different with this headlamp compared to most traditional headlamps, most of the headlamps, every headlamp that I've owned has been one where you've got a battery pack in back. That's the part that sits behind your head. And then you've got the lamp in front. So it's a balanced headlamp. You've got weight in back, you've got weight in front. And you know, in a perfect world, they'd all be set up that way. But I'll tell you, it's not a very heavy device anyway. So I really don't mind having all of the weight in front. And that's what you end up with the HM71R. There is nothing in back. In the back of your headlamp, all you've got is strapping. So all of the weight is in front. Now, if I were going to use this for jogging, or I'm going to do some crazy outdoor sports where I'm doing a bunch of running and turning and jumping, maybe I would want a more balanced headlamp, like the traditional ones that have a battery pack in back. But I'm a home inspector. For home inspection type use, climbing around in attics, walking around in dark basements, things like that, I really don't care. I tried using this for a while, and you really don't notice the extra weight in front. So that's fine. And what's really cool about this headlamp is that it's detachable. All you do is you slide this out. It's got this little clip on here that holds it on. They say it's a patented or patent pending or something like that, patented clip-on device to hold it secure. And now you have a standalone right angle flashlight there. It goes like this. And it's got a nice charging port here. If I can get that open, I'm opening the wrong side. It's my fault. It's a USB-C charging port. When you first turn the light on, it has a little LED indicator telling you what the battery life is. I don't know if you can see it there. It's green, tells me I've got good battery life. And it has two lamps in the front here. It's got both the spotlight and the floodlight. I love the floodlight feature. It's a nice even light. There is no hot spot in the middle. It's very wide. It brightens up everything very well. Just had the chance to use this on a home inspection with someone else on my team this morning, and I found myself only wanting to use the floodlight. It provides such nice even light. Really nice feature. And it also has a magnet at the bottom or top, whatever you want to call it. And it's a powerful magnet, rare earth magnet. You can stick it onto stuff and let it just stay there. It'll work right angles. It does stand out from whatever you're putting it on. It's that powerful. And then it's also nice to have the clip where you can tuck this into a shirt pocket or onto a belt clip and just have it pointing straight out instead of the traditional flashlight where it's going to be pointing up if you do that. So really nice flashlight. I love the fact that this doubles as you can use it as either a headlamp or a flashlight. Now, some of the drawbacks to this, no light is perfect. Here's a couple of my concerns with this flashlight. Number one, like I said, it's got this clip on here. When I first got it, I didn't realize that that's how the clip went. I didn't know it slid out so easily, and I was excited. I didn't read the instructions, and I went to take it off of here. I saw that it was holding it on here tightly. You can remove it from the clip by pulling it out, but it was still attached here, and somehow I ended up bending this clip a little bit. So now, when I take this clip and I put it on my holster, it's just a little bit janky. There's a little bit of movement there, and that's my fault. I'm annoyed with myself for doing that. And I tried taking the pliers and bending it back into place, and I can't seem to get it back the way it's supposed to be. So now it's just slightly loose, slightly bothersome. Another little drawback to this headlamp is that it gets really hot. For the most part, it's fine. You can have it on a lower setting. I mean, this thing goes up to 2,700 lumens, and usually you're not going to be looking at anything with full brightness for any extended period of time. But with the traditional flashlight, you're going to hold it at the bottom. Let me grab a flashlight. I took this apart to show you. You're going to hold a flashlight at the bottom, and your control is here. But with this flashlight, with the headlamp, the control is at the top, right where the light is. So you're kind of forced to put your hands at the hottest point on the light. So if you're using it in the turbo mode, the 2,700 lumens for an extended period of time, it gets really hot. I mean, like uncomfortably hot. My infrared camera told me it got up to about 120 degrees. I don't know if my camera is completely accurate. All I know is it got uncomfortably hot. So those are a couple of drawbacks to the flashlight. All in all, not a big deal. I still love this headlamp, but let's take a look in the garage. Let's walk out to my garage and we'll use it in there. You can see how much it actually lights things up. Okay, so here I am in my garage. I've got the headlamp set on the lowest setting. As I walk up, you can see a little bit, but as I back away, there's really not much. This is the 5 lumen setting. We'll kick it up on the floodlight to a little bit more. There's the next setting. And there's second from the highest. And this is the highest floodlight setting. This is at 500 lumens. And now let's switch it up to the spotlight setting. Okay, here's spotlight, and I think that's lowest. Let me cycle through here. Yep, that was lowest. This is the lowest spotlight setting, and as you can see, this is good. I mean, this is 50 lumens, but as I did it before, let's kick it up. We'll do it second, third, and on the fourth setting, 2,700 lumens. I mean, this is just ridiculous. And my video camera is compensating for the added light. So you don't fully appreciate how bright this is with my video camera kind of closing down the amount of light coming in, but this is just, everything is ridiculously illuminated. This is super bright. And then after going through my garage, I was reminded of one other thing that was kind of annoying while using this during a home inspection. When you first turn it on, there's only one controller. There's a button at the top to turn it on. When you first turn it on, it goes to spotlight mode, and it remembers whatever the last spotlight setting you had it on, and it goes there. I like that, that's good, but what would be even better is if it remembered which mode you were in. If it remembered if you were in spotlight mode or floodlight mode. As I said, I kept returning to floodlight mode, and the only way to get it to floodlight mode is to hold down this button, get it on spotlight, hold it down again, and then it switches over to floodlight. And then you got to cycle through to get to your floodlight brightness that you want. And every time I wanted to pull out this flashlight and use the 500 lumen floodlight setting, I had to first turn it on, and then I had to hit it again to get to 5 lumens, and then the second, third, and then the fourth level. So it was a lot of button pushing every time I wanted to use the floodlight. That was obnoxious. I really wish this flashlight would remember whichever setting you had it on and then go right back there. If we fix that, it would be much closer to perfect. So, bottom line is, this is a great headlamp. This is definitely my favorite headlamp at this point. I don't own a better one, and it retails for approximately $120. That's all I got. This was my review of the Fenix HM71R headlamp. Thank you so much for watching. Take care.